Yeah, we were just talking about ranting about GDQ opinions. This whole game's a run killer. Would you say it's an app at any? Well, yeah, I guess so. Any percent. I was gonna say is any percent that bad because I figured you're still going right to left. You don't have to miss. You don't have objectives to think of. But then I remember there's still parts that will still fuck you over really badly. To the point where you don't even want to finish. I don't know. It's just like, oh yeah, I know that GDQ or fucking Tetris had a huge like I remember Tetris had a huge fucking setup period because something got really fucked over. I know one thing that was suggested. I don't know how many of you guys used to watch what was it? Shit. The Final Split before they stopped, and I wish they didn't stop. But this Final Split, one of their ideas that I remember being mentioned was, and I think this is a really good idea, is like having a community choice block where like the speedrunning community votes on what run, like an hour or two or so of run that would get it should be accepted. Like hell, they even have like a voting counter right on. Like they even have a separate page just for like where you can vote for submitted runs. For example. And I think that would be a good idea. But I don't know. I feel like maybe they should stop being like I feel like they've definitely been good in terms of not being safe. But I feel like they definitely still have a lot of things they could have accepted, but they didn't, or they should have accepted and they didn't for the sake of still playing safe. Like they still have the big, like a lot of the big, samey shit for like a good few hours, for a good like I want to say 30-40% of the marathon. Like, I mean, obviously we went into Super Metroid. There's also Super Mario 64, which they actually been pretty okay with. I'll say this much: they have been pretty spicing it up. Like the fact that they accepted DS version over the original made me really happy. Like I'm so glad. I forget what GDQ was. It must have been a year ago now, but like, I think it was actually AGQ. But just the fact that they accepted DS over the original was so fucking great. I was so fucking happy they did that. But they should do more shit like that. But like also, I mean, I'll be honest. Part of it is definitely I'm bitter that they haven't accepted Nuts and Bolts after this is the 8th submission, I think, time I've submitted it over 4 years. But it's also ridiculous because like they've accepted Kazooie so many times now, but yet I remember there was one year that they rejected every Banjo game that was submitted. This was actually last year. But yet they didn't accept any Banjo game. And their reasoning was, oh, well, we wanted to give Banjo-Kazooie a little bit of a break for why they didn't reject or accept Kazooie. But yet they had like I think that was a year where like at least like 4 other Banjo games every other Banjo game was submitted except maybe fucking Pilot. Which, I don't really care about Pilot. Also, holy shit, a 55. That was sick. I'll probably never get that again. Anyways, but, like, the fact that they just, like, accept Kazooie so many times now, and they won't even accept Tooie or any, like, they haven't accepted Tooie since, like, fucking 2014, which understandably, or no, it was SGU 2015, which understandably, the long category, I can understand why they didn't, because of how bad that one run went in 2014, but I would really like to see them accept a game again, or like a Banjo game that's not Kazooie again. That'd be really nice. Oh my fucking god. Just get up there. And by that I totally just mean Nuts and Bolts. And maybe all Jiggy Wiggy puzzles too. Oops, I forgot to roll there. Like, I don't know, man. A lot of people say my marathon runs are really entertaining to watch for nuts and bolts, even if they don't like the game or they don't follow me afterwards. But then again, I also think about the time I got, like, when I did NASA, I got 2E and nuts and bolts in to NASA. It was 2016, and I remember something that really bothered me was my 2E run. I was really disappointed with it. It went really badly and yet more people watched that over my 2 nuts and bolts run, which I consider one of my best marathon runs ever. And I was just really annoyed about that in general. Like, but yet more people didn't want. More people, like, and this isn't even just like a general audience. Like, people I knew personally watched my 2E run, but not my nuts and bolts run. In fact, one of my friends in real life watched my 2E run, but not my nuts and bolts run. And I remember telling him to go fuck himself, you fucking asshole. I was so pissed at him because he didn't watch my 2 nuts and bolts run, but he watched my 2E run. And I was just like, you piece of shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you. But, I think about that, though, and it kind of bothers me. Why, dude? 100 minutes is the... Wait, 100 minutes. Well, length... I mean, okay, I see people use length a lot, but, like, it's 2 hours. I really don't think 2 hours is that long. Like, yeah, okay, maybe, oh, well, there's a lot of runs that need to be, the people want to accept, but, like, it's 2 hours, like, to me, that's just, like, a small snippet of GDQ, and then, like, it's not like they don't accept long blocks of stuff. I don't know. I don't feel like 2 hours is that much longer than a lot of the stuff they do accept. 2 hours and 10 minutes, but, you know, 2 hours still. Like, I mean, hell, it's like an hour 50. Yeah, but this was like regulars who watched me. This wasn't even just like general audience. Like, this was like regulars who watched me do a lot of stuff, and a lot of them were saying, "Oh, I saw your nuts 2E run, but I didn't catch your nuts and bolts run." And I'm like, "Oh, well, you're a fucking asshole." Like, I mean, it's one thing, yeah. I mean, the general audience obviously they're gonna watch 2E over Kazooie, but like, or nuts and bolts, but like, it wasn't even just the general audience what got me. Oh. I guess I don't get people in general. Hold on a second. Okay, like, how many... I don't know, like, I'd have to look at the submissions of recent, but I've seen quite a bit of games that were like an hour and a half. Also, I think that's a fake gold. I'm pretty sure that's a fake gold. I've seen a lot more runs that are like an hour and a half, from what I remember, or like close to an hour. than like 30-minute blocks. And it's like, okay, you're rejecting, or like that's a length of 2 runs for 1 run. Like, that doesn't seem that much to me. And I know they get a lot, like, but it doesn't seem like a lot, even taking into account, to me, I guess personally. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that there's a lot of hour-long blocks that get in, but it just feels like, for what it's worth, like, for what they get, or for what they accept, it just doesn't feel like 2 hours is a long time. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Again. And I mean, it's not like Nuts and Bolts isn't known. It's not like a unknown game. Like, it's known. It may not be known for the right reason, but it's known. Okay, now we gotta die here. Fuck! Damn it! Collect that extra ring. Okay, 19 plus. Shit! Such a jump there. Just to get the speed shoes. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, 19 plus 44, that's 43, or 53, 103. On stage Q, they only accepted flat 9 runs with 9-hour 2-hour estimates. Did they really? Well, okay, last GDQ, or last AGDQ, I was gonna say last GDQ, they fucking accepted an 8-hour Final Fantasy block at the same time. Which I'm kind of glad they stopped. Well, at least I'm glad that they stopped doing Final Fantasy the last run of the marathon as a tradition. Like, I don't know, as popular as a Final Fantasy is, it's like, I don't know, I don't know how to feel about the fact that they did that. Like, I can understand why they did it, and it's like Final Fantasy games as a whole are usually extremely long, so it's like they can't just not reject it, but at the same time, did we really need an 8? I don't know. Like, okay, no, at the same time, like, people, they complain about, like, if you're gonna talk about, like, not being able to accept a lot of long runs, or 2 hours being long for a lot of submissions, it's kind of ridiculous to me that they're gonna say that, or, like, that 2 hours is a long time, or they're gonna believe that, but yet they're gonna accept an 8-hour run. That's, like, 4 2-hour runs, you know, 4 2-hour runs, like, Okay. I did ask them. I've asked them twice. The first time was my first time. Well, no, I got an answer my first time because, oh my god, hold on, before I even continue. So the 13 seconds I gotta add. Okay, the first time around, their reason they gave me a long listing reason that basically came down to the run wasn't the game wasn't popular. There wasn't a stuff. You know, and I mean it was understandable. And I asked again, and they basically said, well, it can be hard to justify. I mean, obviously, I know the reason full well why. I mean, it's not hard to tell why, but it just, I don't know. I think like maybe they should give it a chance to do a hip hop dance. No, why? Dude, my game's frozen. My everything's frozen. Why, game? Why is everything freezing up? That was the second time in a row it just froze up within like a minute. That's not good. 105 plus 13. 105 plus 13. 118. 118. I'll read that in a second. Also, hello, Looney. I'll give me a second. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Hello, time loss. Again. Oh yeah, you watch a 4-hour run of FF1. Well, I mean, RPGs kind of have their own charm, I guess. I still need to play Jet Set Radio Future someday. I really do want to play it, but I don't know. I guess if anything, I guess they should probably venture out into like more unknown territory for longer games. Because I think there's a lot of stuff they're missing, people are missing out on because of that. And I still save time because this last run was really good. Well, did I watch this 90-minute? Oh, it's not Fire Limbo. Well, my personal thing is, I don't tend to watch games I don't know. I haven't played. I feel like I should be better with that in terms of GDQ. Like, I'll have it up in the. I have had them up in the background, but like, and the other thing is, I won't watch. I mean, I will be less likely to, but I still would probably watch games I don't know. Like as background noise. But in terms of games that I know of but haven't played but want to play, I will definitely not be like watch games like that because I don't want to be spoiled like for speedrunning wise. So I don't know if I'm the best person to ask about that. Two channels. Yeah, like ESA does that. I don't know how well ESA isn't exactly the most popular marathon. I mean okay, in terms of like marathons, they're definitely the second most popular, but like it's a huge difference. And that was actually something someone brought up once that they should do. I heard them bring it up in a podcast. I used to watch the final split, which I missed, and they did bring that up as something they should, a suggestion that they should do. Whether they'll actually follow through with that is another story, and the answer is obviously probably not at this point. No, stop! What are you doing? Get over here. There we go. I had a 159 in the last run. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. The Sega games look just kind of weird to me. I've never really... I don't know if I'd ever really want to get into them. There's something about the, like, game, I don't know. Well, the thing about all stories is it's like 6 different categories. Although I know it's very short nowadays. Although I'm surprised they still would accept Sonic SADX. I'm surprised of how much they were accepting it. Or they would accept it. Or they've been accepting it, considering how many times it's been in. Like, I want to say it's been in at least half of every GDQ since 2013. Woo! I was almost really stupid. Alright, finally, onto familiar territory again. So, basically, after you beat Metal Sonic, the Metal Sonic holograms go away, so you don't see them anymore in the stages. So the rest of the stages are basically the same. I don't know if G Pro was the reason for that, though, because they did... GamePro did... he also did Crash 2, and that was the commentary for that was the reason he got banned, and yet they still accepted, I think they accepted that the very next GDQ after that. So I don't know if it's how much of it is really that. I doubt a lot of it's really that, honestly. 1, 2. It wasn't like Big Story a bonus submission once with it since that one, or am I wrong in thinking that? Someone took the game seriously enough. No, he's not. I know there's plenty of people on the boards that aren't him. What are you talking about? That's definitely not true. I know there's a guy recently, what was his name, Dage4, who has beat the world record after only running it for like a year, and he's only like, what? Is that 35? What was he, only like 16 or something? Really young? Or world record Sonic Story, I think. Really? We're really gonna do this. He didn't take the game seriously enough. But he has the... What do you mean take the game seriously enough, then? Like, if you don't mean getting the top time in a competitive... what's already a somewhat competitive or an optimized category, then what is taking it seriously enough? Runs it more for the meat. I don't know what that even... What do you mean by that? Are you talking about because of all the mod stuff? Modding stuff? If you mean solely just because the community is, like, really, like, has a lot of controversy surrounding it, and they're, like, a lot of, you know, I don't think it's that. I really just think it's just because they had it in so many GDQs before. That was really dumb, but yeah, 1838. All right, that's pretty good. I mean, that was a good run. Obviously, there was improvements to be made. But, I think control safety splits definitely. I definitely think, sub 17 at the very least is possible for this category. I think I need to add in some, IL. I need to add in something for, changing this segment. We were adding some big segments before, whatever. Is this a GDQ submission? I submitted this along with All Good Futures. I kind of submitted this more as a donation incentive for All Good Futures, if it gets in. But if they accept this over AGF, I guess that'd be cool too. I submitted like 4 games this time. I wouldn't be surprised if none of them got accepted. Especially since I haven't really put that much time into 2E this year, nearly as much as I wanted to, for a lot of stupid reasons, because of like controllers and shit, but... one second. That's that. Wait, that's 3. It is, you know, people have said that, but like, at the same time, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. Just because, the game is really short, like 30 minutes. And I mean, okay, yeah, you were saying that 2 hours is considered long, so what, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's that much of a long shot. That's what I mean. Hold on a second, guys. Not a 50. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, Mania's definitely gonna get. I doubt Mania's gonna get rejected. Like, I'd be amazed if it got rejected. But that doesn't mean they can't have more than one 2D Sonic game. And to be fair, this is Sonic's category instead of Tails. Sonic AGF hasn't been in HDQ since 2013, so they might think it's good to have some new strats showing off. Okay, this isn't my exact sum of best, but I just want to show what I have now. I have to go back and get some ones for the boss fights from it, from my AGF splits, but I don't feel like doing that right now. My splits right now are 1740, which I don't think that's accurate. We'll see. I guess this is the most I'll go for, like, sub 18. But yeah, I'll do more runs of this soon-ish. I'd like to, I guess, at least go for sub 18 before I put this category down for a little, or just take it more seriously. But like I guess the more important priority, if I'm going to play this game, is probably all good features. Because I'd like to get sub 1530 or even sub 1525. I'm considering going for sub 1525 if I can, but that's only if I can get the quick kill or the quick jump or whatever. Not the quick jump. It's the quick early cycle in MM3, which has been a pain in the ass, pain in our side for the longest time. If you know what I mean, or like a thorn in the side. Whatever. Fuck off. But yeah, other than that, I'm kind of just done for now. I'm trying to see if... I think I see somebody I want to host. 2 people I want to host. But I feel like if I'm going to host somebody, it should probably be Sonic. Alright, so your choices are Sonic Heroes or Pikmin 2 Casual. Pick your poison. One is Sonic Labyrinth. I still never even played Sonic Labyrinth, but I did play a Sonic Triple Trouble recently, and that was an okay game. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't anything to write home about. I see one for Heroes. I feel like the choice is probably going to be obvious. I feel like no one's going to say anything but Heroes, but we'll see. I'll wait. Still have your chance to pick. Give me like a minute. Lab. Lab is not a choice. I said pick Heroes or Pikmin 2. Also, yeah, sure, I'm done with it. See you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, okay, I forgot if I said it already. Okay, well, fine. Get 2 for Heroes. Go. Go to N-Man. He's doing Heroes. He's a cool guy who does Sonic Heroes, Sonic Rush, Sonic Chronicles. Go! Alright, man, I'll see you later. I'm probably going to be streaming Saturday. I think I'm going to do another Nuts and Bolts 131 Jiggy run. But other than that, I'm done for now. Thank you for watching. Get lost. I love you. Bye.